Salut tout le monde!
Salut.
I'm Maïa and I'm French.
I'm Charlie, I'm American.
And today we're going to talk about du coup.
We'll see why it's technically incorrect, but a lot of native speakers use it in everyday conversation. And we'll also talk about how not to use it.
Hi guys! We have some ebooks and e-courses you can learn French with, but first...
Make sure you try our free e-course at StreetFrench.org.
So let's just briefly start by saying what is l'Académie Française. So it's an institution that sets the rules of the French language. They update the dictionary. They can add words because the language evolves, you know.
It's composed of philosophers and writers and scholars.
Yeah. And so du coup, at the beginning was used to mean as, you know, as a brutal,
like
as a brutal result.
Yeah, because coup means hit.
Yeah. Here is an example where the Académie Française says it's used correctly. Un coup means a hit. So un coup de poing is a hit of a fist or
like
a
punch. Yeah.
Right. Un poing le frappa et il tomba du coup. So he fell on the ground because of the punch, right? So du coup doesn't mean so or doesn't mean anything like that. It just means because of the brutal consequence, which is the punch. But it kind of started evolving into like meaning a brutal consequence, like a very fast consequence. So let's say son moteur a explosé et du coup sa voiture a pris feu. So du coup here is still correct, says the Académie Française, and it means as a really fast and kind of brutal consequence. Like the motor exploded, so the car's on fire. But now they start, introducing that consequence, right? Meaning. So today in French spoken language, we use it a lot instead of donc, or instead of par conséquent, or instead of de ce fait. But all those are kind of complicated and maybe a
kind
bit
of formal for
formal.
everyday use.
For everyday use, totally.
It depends, maybe a grandpa might say that, but most people around our age probably wouldn't.
And it also depends on the economic background. I guess we've been talking a lot about age groups, but there's a lot of also like about economic backgrounds. Of course, like geographically where you're from and etc. But like even in Paris, if you live in Neuilly, which is kind of a richer area, they would maybe use it.
Maybe. It depends on the person. But yeah. So a lot of my private French students ask me about this, and I explain it like du coup means kind of like so or therefore or even as a result. Yeah, in everyday speech.
But yeah, so it's like widely used by French people, and today it's kind of considered as a tic de langage. I don't know how you say that.
Oh, like a tic, like
yeah, it's not seen as a good thing.
Oh, really?
No, not really. But everyone says it. It's like, I don't know, it's
really
easy.
Common.
Yeah. But make sure to not write it in a professional or formal email. Yeah. Like I would never write it in a work-related email.
Yeah, and like a professional email, you definitely don't want to write something like that. It would be better to use donc.
Yeah, definitely, or par conséquent or whatever. But even donc is good. But it's true that sometimes, like we say that you could totally replace donc by du coup. Personally, I kind of don't really say donc that much, like in, everyday situations. Yeah. But that's, again, personal, like... Yeah. But yeah, if you want to learn more about what the Académie Française has to say about du coup, we'll leave some articles and sources for you to keep on researching. So maybe we can give some examples to make it a bit more understandable. Okay, so let's give you a couple of examples of how it's used today in everyday spoken French language, right?
So one example I can think of, j'avais faim, du coup j'ai commandé un burger.
Right, okay. Well, that's good.
So it's like, I was hungry, so I ordered something. Or as a result, kind of like that.
Ouais.
J'avais faim, du coup, j'ai commandé un burger.
Ouais. J'avais faim, du coup, j'ai commandé un burger. Or another example would be, j'étais fatiguée cet après-midi, du coup, j'ai arrêté de travailler plus tôt. J'étais fatiguée cet après-midi, du coup, j'ai arrêté de travailler plus tôt. So here again, it means so, right?
Yeah, you see like so as a result.
As a result, yeah.
Therefore, even, yeah.
You can see it a lot like that in the middle of a sentence, like to connect two ideas, right?
Again, according to l'Académie Française, technically incorrect, but that's a lot of people speak that way.
Yeah. But there's another way to use du coup. It can be at the end of a sentence and then it means then.
Yeah.
So for example, I looked in our text messages to see if we use it. And one of the latest conversation we had, you told me, okay, la vidéo est prête, like the video is ready. And I said, ah cool, je vais faire le thumbnail du coup. Je vais faire le thumbnail du coup.
Le thumbnail.
Le thumbnail. Je pense qu'on dit image de couverture. On dit couverture.
Ah bon? Ça se dit comme ça?
Une couverture, ouais. Yeah. Comme une couverture de livre. La couverture de thumbnail. So, ah cool, je vais faire le thumbnail du coup. Du coup, so it means, ah cool, I'll do the thumbnail then.
Yeah.
Right?
So yeah, that's really common too. They'll say it at the end of a sentence. Or sometimes I'll hear people say, on fait quoi du coup? On fait quoi du coup? Like maybe if we're discussing something, there's like a problem, we don't know what's going on, then someone will say, bah, on fait quoi du coup?
Yeah, what should we do? What should we do then?
Yeah, exactly, just like that. And then you could I also hear this in the beginning of a sentence sometimes. Bah, du coup, on fait quoi?
Ouais. Oh yeah. So, I guess in English, would you say, oh, then what should we do?
Yeah, you could say that, or it's kind of like saying, so what should we do? Du coup, on fait quoi?
Yeah, du coup.
But yeah, we hope that clears things up for you. If you have any questions, let us know down in the comments below.
Yeah, if you heard it in another way that we maybe didn't think of, feel free to write it and we can maybe do a part 2, who knows.
Yeah. But yeah, if you're interested in this more like slang, conversational, informal kind of French, check out our Swearing Like a Parisian ebook. It's full of sentence structures, vocabulary, slang that you really need to be able to speak French conversationally.
Yeah. And not even slang, it's also like expression or things like du coup.
Yeah, a lot of expressions. It's full of stuff that I just really find useful when I speak French. I mean, I couldn't imagine speaking French without knowing things like du coup and stuff like that. And it's all in our Swearing Like a Parisian ebook.
If you want to learn more with us, we are very present on Instagram. We post there all the time, some sentences like that, some examples like that, or just content, French content that we like to watch, that we share with you. I think it's really important that you get to listen to real spoken French. We really try to select things where we hear a normal conversation and not like a movie or where it's a script.
Yeah, not someone that sounds like they're reading a French textbook. Like we're trying to show you that authentic spoken French.
Yeah, that's really what we focus on with Street French.
Yeah.
And if you want to support the project, StreetFrench.org, support us, feel free to check out our Patreon page. One of our perks is having a private Facebook group chat where you can interact with us, ask us questions whenever you want.
Yeah, if you need help with something specific, we're always available.
And I see patrons like helping each other out on the group chat. It's really cool. It's really fun. But yeah, check it out. No pressure, of course. Okay, that's it for this video and see you next time.
Salut.
Salut, bye bye.